Hey everyone, Game 2 against Karmaportrait's Blue Sun. We're playing Noise of the Account Siphon, and this hand is unplayable because we don't have any economy. This is better. So last game we played against him, we saw 2 snares, and we saw Scorched Earth. So he's... oh boy, there goes the curtain wall, turn 1. Alright, well, we can draw up to twice to try to find our David. We do not find it. So, yeah. That puts us behind from the get-go. That's really bad in terms of our ability to check servers without getting C-sourced. I mean, the only silver lining here is that the curtain wall does cost a lot to actually res, so he kind of has an ice in his hand that he doesn't really want to use. Yeah, he's digging for an ice that isn't the same curtain wall that he just played down. He also wants a Scorch combo, so... do we just money up, or do we pressure him? The Crypsis is decent. Okay. I'm going to try to squeeze these credits out and not rush the viruses. Just like efficiently mill him. So our game plan has got to be something like Crypsis, Account Siphon, and Imp to get rid of any Scorchers that he's accumulating. I feel like we don't really have enough viruses or enough money right now to make this Crypsis thing work, so we're gonna play this. This puts our data in the trash where we don't overly want it. Okay. Well, I'm just gonna try to get some money. I'm running Deja Vu, so at some point we may need to Deja Vu for that David and just shut off something. Oof, there goes the restructure, and he's gonna make a remote and try to score next turn. Okay. Well, sadly we're gonna need a virus counter here, which prevents us from removing the tags afterwards if we do go in. Face checking this straight up doesn't do a ton for us. Okay. So he's probably going to push out an agenda next turn. And the question is, do we still run HQ? We can land the Siphon and then we can remove tags. Or we can install the Imp and try to go in again and just like be super ballsy. Which I don't love. So you can probably tell this is optimized against Hub or RP, which don't punish tags in any way. Yeah, it's hard to not siphon when you can just do that and equalize the money a little bit. So this is the curtain wall. It's going to cost us literally more than the siphon money. But he'll lose 5, and we'll get to... Do we really want to go with this? We want to spend 10, 12 of our dollars, 14, 16 to remove the tags. Yeah, we kind of do. I would love a shutdown right now. That would be great. Question is, can you res that stuff that's in there? Like, that's got to be an atlas, right? No, it doesn't have to be. Could be the awesomest snare ever. Caduceus. We have 0 links, so we can either pay 5 or we can pay 5. It's expensive. Yeah, he definitely cannot have credits. And we do want to see what this is. All right. It is a snare. Puts the snare behind 3 ice. That's some mind games right there. Well, he has no money. I gotta get a free peek here. But I think I want some economy in the late for later on, so I should take this money before he trashes this code busting. If he has double scorch, we just die. But I'm assuming he doesn't. It would be pretty lucky to have it this shallow in his stack. So what I want to do is install the imp and go in there and try to knock it out. Oh, he has 2 of them. No, he doesn't. He's just playing 1 scorch to empty my hand. Okay. Well, that... Well, that's one way to get rid of the scorch. Yeah, he's just going to use this as a window to score an atlas, which I'm okay with. Maybe not even. Maybe it's a Pyrrhac, he just wanted it out of his hand. So this could be a curtain wall bluff, or it could actually be a real ice. check here, check here. I think if I go in here, I might take an agenda, because he hasn't played any yet, nor has Jackson recovered anything. Yeah, he doesn't want to res in case of a siphon, but it doesn't really matter because we can siphon anyway in turns. Okay. Let's draw. I want to find more imp or more breakers, so this knight is decent. Don't love playing cash when there's no pawn shop. It's still like an easy mark with this cyber feeder, but it's not nearly as good. Like the Deja play is now not that economical. It does give you mills, but it's not like a giant cash pile. So either I dumped an agenda with this cash or he's bluffing me. I need to make him commit to some of these ice. I think I try to make him flip this one, and if the medium can go down if he pays a lot. So he just looked at his archives, he just put the ice there in case I milled something. Yeah, so this is important. We've hit a second scourge. So until Jackson comes out, which this could definitely be Jackson, in which case we're kind of unhappy about that. Draw card. This data sucker is great. So there's one snare. No, there's two snares in there. Okay. I feel better about last click run when there's two snares in the archives already and two scorches in there. So he's going to be able to not punish this very effectively. If this is anything big, I'll just bounce. I don't need to get in. I'm just trying to gather some intel on what is in his hand. Oh, Wall of Thorns. Costs a ton of money to break. Costs a lot of money to break. But if I take 2 net damage, I can maybe lose the parasites that I want. Get my access. But then I die to the 3rd scourge if you can find it. Yeah. I think this was a bad play to go in here. I got an Atlas though, so pays off a little bit. Agenda's got to be somewhere. So it is Jackson Howard. Probably saving something that I just threw in. Or just putting the scourges back in. That's what I would do. Yeah, 2 scourges go back. And 1 possible agenda. Rough. Yeah, these parasites are quite bad in this matchup. I need to get like a critical mass of these tokens before I can even do much of anything. Yeah. Well, okay. So these two are not the Wall of Thorns. This is I don't know, this is probably nothing and you're just going to drain his money if I siphon him. Yeah, okay. It's more of a money outlet than anything else. Well, I can't stop this, unfortunately. Just gonna try to farm some sucker tokens. Could have gone here as well, because if it's thorns again, then you can't res it. He's been kind of tricky so far in mixing up his ice. Kind of tricky. Let's get another token, because if I can get 3, then I can instant kill this hive and go in. I am pulling like crazy out of this deck. Maybe he's, well, he hasn't played any agendas, right? So there's still like 10 of them in play. Of these cards, probably this Crypsis is least useful because I can't really afford it. Now he's got curtain wall shenanigans. So I can decide now if I want to keep living on the edge and hope he doesn't draw 2 Scorches again. My other option is to get rid of the tags and then just try to mill him out. He's got 26 left, so it's going to be tough. With 17 credits, and that's probably the curtain wall on the outside. I'm going to draw once for David. Or should I? If I draw for David and I get it, then I got to deal with the second ice. This is where like a 1 of Stim Hack would be a great card. My other option is like he's not done much of the agendas. He's gone through 23 cards, which is like 4 or 5 agendas. So like on average he has something in here. I'm just gonna ignore that and I'm going to go into here. Posted bounty. Yeah, he's got quite a few small agendas. Let's go again. Prefer to have imp right now, but I'll take what I can get. Interns. Yeah, one more. Interns again. Okay. A lot of interns. What's he doing with those? Just saving his ice? Like he could interns hive right now, and that's not the worst. So I think there's an argument to having ran the remote last action, making him flip over the curtain wall. Because now if he gets the pry wreck, he can flip the curtain wall, whereas if he had to bounce it, then he could not. Play Hadrian's from the archives. Okay. So it's like extra ice. Good against noise in general. Not sure how good it is overall. I mean, I ran the snare last time. Do you think I'm going to do it again? Almost taking the... this could be the Wall of Thorns, but I think this might be the Wall of Thorns again, which is a miserable face check. Could be Jackson also. Running the archives could help with that. If I run archives and it's not something that's really mean, You parasite that one too. So just a Greenville refinery. Got another token. He's got the money. This slows him down slightly to play this. Is he just fiercely defending here? Where's this posted bounty? He thinks I'm going to shake the tags. I'm kind of confused with what's happening. I feel like it is posted bounty. No, it doesn't. That doesn't make sense. I've been just keeping the tags, and he's gonna know that. I think it's Prirec, and by doing this check, he's gonna be forced to get only the Hadrians rather than the curtain wall. Yeah. So that's exactly what happened. I'm not overly fussed about that. He's got $0 right now, which I think means medium goes to town. Is there anything that's as good as that? No. It's probably not playing any APDs. He can't trigger snares. So I like just 3 runs in the R&D here. There's posted bounty. So we had a lot of chances to find something, but yeah. I don't know. What was the face down card? I think this was the Thorns. Data Pike. Thorns was in the R&D. So at the time we ran, when he had $7, we should have gone here instead of over here. Yeah. Yeah, overall I don't hate just floating tags here. I mean, I would like to have a Plascrete, but there's not really any space. We even need more Davids for this matchup, more than anything else. So thanks for watching, guys.